Right, welcome back to the Stamford Bridge podcast. I'm Monty.
And I'm Sam, and let's get on with today's podcast, which is Chelsea versus Arsenal. First competitive game of the season since Crystal Palace. We've got to talk about that now, before we get on to the topic of today's podcast versus Arsenal.
Indeed.
3-0 win against Crystal Palace. Perfect start to the season. What do you have to say?
3-0 win is never going to be bad, is it?
Nope.
Especially against a London club such as Crystal Palace. I obviously, I didn't watch the game.
Yeah.
You were there?
Yeah, I was there.
Did you enjoy your time?
Yeah, I think the atmosphere was absolutely electric. No, it was really, really good to be back. And it was good to watch them play brilliant football. I think Crystal Palace were absolutely awful, but I'm not going to take it away from the lads. We played good football. Marcus Alonso, what a free kick that was.
The car crusher.
Pulisic, bit of a jammy goal there, but we won't take it away from him. It was right on the goal line, just ran along and tapped it in.
Right. Crap goal.
But Chalobah,
What a blur.
what a goal this was.
I've seen it multiple times.
Absolute banger. The crowd yelling, shoot.
Were
right?
they?
Yeah, everyone steps in, bangs it, just watch the ball, hits the post and goes in. Everyone went mental. It was just a brilliant goal.
He's good, isn't he? Trevor
Yeah.
Chalobah. He's
Brilliant.
20 years old.
Yeah.
Premier League debut, European debut, and you bang one in like that on your Premier League debut.
It's
Do
ridiculous.
you reckon you would cry like that if you bang one?
Yeah, definitely, 100%. First Premier League goal, absolute banger like that. Tears are flooding out the eyes.
So, what would it? So what would the first reaction be? Just run around or just
My first reaction would just be utter shock.
yeah.
Really, that I'm at this stage, so young, and then it would hit in, and I would just go absolutely mental. Celebrate with the fans and celebrate
Yeah.
with the players.
Especially if you're making your PL for a PL debut in front of 40,000 people,
Yeah.
and to bang one in like that, you're not doing badly, are you?
No,
It could have been last
exactly.
season when there were no fans
Exactly.
and you knocking an absolute screamer.
Yeah.
There's not much benefit to it, is there?
No. Exactly. Do you think, obviously, what better debut could you get?
Yeah.
And is this gonna shine a light in Tuchel's mind for Chalobah to get the opportunity to play a lot of games this season?
I don't think he'll play a lot of games. I think he'll play a fair few.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll do his role, and I think eventually he's going to be. No, I think he already is Zuma's replacement.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think in due course he definitely could be Thiago Silva's replacement as well.
Definitely. I think, obviously, we had a similar one with Tomori. I personally don't think he's as good.
That's Tomori.
No, I don't think Tomori's as good as Chalobah, because we
don't
didn't really see much from Tomori for Chelsea. Is he brilliant for AC Milan?
He's pretty damn good.
Haven't seen much of him. Obviously, I don't really catch up on that. But
It's a bit waffly, the old
Yeah.
Syria.
Yeah.
It's a bit.
Exactly.
There's a lot of crap, and then there's a lot of good.
Yeah. But I definitely think he's a rising star. And he's
100%.
got brilliant opportunity, and all the fans love him. All the fans are going to get behind him, and he's got full confidence going into whatever game Tuchel puts him into.
It's good as a player like that. It proves your worth if you're making from the games I've watched him play, which is I think 2. I watched him play for when he was on loan last season against I think it was Strasbourg.
Yeah.
He was good then.
Yeah.
And making a final debut and putting in a performance such as that, I think it shows confidence, don't you think?
Yeah, I think it really does. I think it helps that he's got Rudiger, Christensen next to him, and to have that confidence at such a young age, I think, really gives him a bigger opportunity to become much more than he could be if he had a crap debut
Yeah.
and it wasn't going too well for him. But God, just dream come true really for him, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I think that enough said about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
I'm obviously you didn't watch the game.
No, I didn't.
Any highlights you watched?
I watched all the goals and I did watch a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it was. I watched a little bit.
Man of match went to Chalobah.
Oh, fair enough. That's
Would
probably
you
deserved.
change that idea? Would you change your man of the match if you could?
I don't. To be honest, I could sit here and waffle and tell you that Jorginho deserved man of the match. I haven't watched the game, so. What about you? In your opinion?
I seriously, I could give every single player on that pitch
Well, they're good.
man of the match. Everyone was good. Mason Mount, oh my word, albeit didn't get a goal, obviously.
It's alright.
Which we don't expect him to get a goal. We expect him to get a couple of assists, which I'm absolutely fine with. But he is a superstar. On that pitch, he does nothing wrong. But my least favourite that game, although he scored a goal, was Pulisic. I think he was sloppy and poor. And I think Havertz decided should have come early. Should have come on early for Pulisic. But my main three for that game, Mason Mount, Marcus Alonso,
Was he good?
and Chalobah. Marcus Alonso was brilliant. Was absolutely brilliant. And it's really tight between those two, Marcus Alonso and Chalobah. And I'm just going to change it up because everyone said Chalobah, but I'm going to say Marcus Alonso.
This is getting a little bit sidetracked, but I'm a firm believer in that Alonso is better than Chilwell.
Yeah.
Are you starting to agree with me?
Yeah, I'm definitely agreeing with you. There's just something we don't see from Chilwell that we need, and I think Marcus Alonso does that perfectly. He defends well, I think. He's good on the attack, albeit maybe dropping off the pace a little bit. He's a bit
Fair
rusty,
enough.
but
Yeah,
but
left
he's
back. He's
but he's doing the job perfectly. And sorry, I don't care whether Tuchel was worth more than him, whether he came in for him to play. Tuchel's got to play the better left back.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is Marcus Alonso.
I'm glad you're starting to agree with me because for me, I think Alonso is a very loyal servant of the club, and ultimately only wants the best for the club. Whether it was obviously Frank Lampard and him were in some form of disagreement last season, which it happens. But what I was told, it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Like, there was he walked out in the middle of a game
Yeah.
to go and sit on the team bus, is what I was told. But I think fair play to the lad. He's turned it around and he's knocked in a goal to open the Premier League season.
Exactly. And first goal of the Premier League season for the Chelsea.
Yeah, I mean that's not bad, is it?
Yeah, no, exactly. And he's proved his worth massively. And I personally think he's got one up on Chilwell. I can't see Tuchel changing his mind and going, you know what, Chilwell, start over Alonso in a more important game. Realistically, not going to happen now because we just don't see enough of Chilwell. We don't, apart from in the quarterfinals or semi-finals when he scored against, was it Porto?
Yeah, it was to win the game.
Which was like Fernando Torres' game. That was brilliant, but really, anything else from him? No.
Yeah, I think Alonso is an excellent player, and he definitely deserves to be showered with praise. Or although so be it that he's sometimes can be a bit naughty or whatever. I think that he's an excellent player on his day, and he deserves all the praise he gets.
Yeah, exactly. Anything else to say about the Crystal Palace game?
I don't think so, mate. I don't think so.
I think that's all wrapped up.
Beautiful.
Actually, one more thing.
Oh, yeah.
Kai Havertz, right? I said it back on the podcast. Obviously, I don't know what I kind of regret saying that Kai Havertz was going to be better than Mason Mount, and I changed my mind about that now, seeing how Mason Mount was playing. But I don't need to say anything else about that. But Kai Havertz came on, and the instant impact he made was class. He came onto the pitch, quick tiki-taka with Mount, and he was through on goal. Disappointing that he didn't finish it, put it away. It was very good defending from, I have no idea who their Crystal Palace defenders are, apart
Mark
from Gary
Gallagher,
Cahill,
probably.
but he wasn't playing. But he has a spark there for the team, which needs to be, what's the word?
Utilised?
Yes, on the pitch more than we do. And I think Tuchel needs to open his eyes and give him more opportunity than he's got. I know Tuchel loves him.
Yeah.
He plays him as much as he can, but I think he needs to play more.
I think, in fairness, Crystal Palace isn't exactly a crucial game. Like,
No.
well, we'll come on to this later, but I think at Arsenal, he could be the key factor. Him and Lukaku, I reckon they could do quite well for themselves.
Yeah. Do we want to move on to that topic?
Yeah,
Since it is-
let's talk about the old rivals.
So, I'm gonna start off with, got the Premier League, the good old Premier League app up. Gone back
Yeah.
to last season to look at the scores, and it's rather disappointing to see. Obviously, the first game was under Frank Lampard, losing 3-1 to Arsenal on Boxing Day.
What an L! What an L!
I believe Xhaka banged in a free kick against us. Saka scored 2.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
And it was just a disappointing loss, to be honest. And Arsenal, that was their dip of the season, and we still managed to lose against them. What do you think?
I think that there is, it's kind of hard to sum up. Every team, no matter how good you are, like PSG, they are going to have an off day. They are as much as their team looks frightening. I want to poo my pants. It's that scary. Yeah. They are going to lose eventually.
Yeah.
It is impossible for them to go, I don't know how many games they'll play this year. 50.
Yeah.
It is impossible to them to go 50 games without losing one.
Yeah.
It is unrealistic, silly,
Yeah.
and, ignorant if you're going to say that a team with immense quality
Yeah.
is going to win every single game, because it's downright not going to happen.
Yeah.
And you saw it with City today.
Yeah.
What is going on outside?
Some owls on the...
You saw it with City today.
Yeah.
They obviously lost 1-0 to Spurs.
Yeah.
But every team's going to have that little,
Yeah.
So I think that was probably just that.
But do you not think... I don't think it's luck, because if you scroll up, Wednesday 12th of May, we lost to Arsenal again.
All right, let me have a look at the game, and just hang on.
It's 1-0 to Arsenal for the second game of the season, and that wasn't under Frank Lampard, that was under Tuchel. And to me, this doesn't look like a flop in our thing. This just looks like a struggle with this certain team, and that team is Arsenal.
Do you reckon?
Mm-hmm. Obviously, this game was the game where Jorginho passed it back to Kepa.
Oh, was it that?
Kepa spilled
Oh, well,
it.
that doesn't count then, does it? Oh, come on.
But we still struggled.
Yeah, but I remember watching this game and thinking, how the hell have we not scored yet?
See, yeah. And if you look at the statistics here,
carry on. Yeah, go on.
Chelsea 67.7 possession. We had more shots on target, more touches, more passes. But Arsenal looked, well, as I'm seeing on the stats, Arsenal looked very, very good in defence. Tackles 14, clearances 37.
Yeah, but that's just going to happen. If Chelsea have 67.7% possession, they're going to need to do that. That's not good defending. That's just basic stuff.
If I remember, this was the game where Arsenal had every single man behind the ball.
Yeah, they had 11 players behind the ball. That's ridiculous. Do you know how stupid that is? And this is where I think Arsenal's defence is weak. It is extremely weak. And this is where I think Lukaku is going to have an absolute field day.
Yeah.
if you look at the size of the absolute tank of Big Rom Lukaku,
Big Romelu.
I would, if I was a defender and I was
Yeah.
playing for Arsenal,
Mhm.
albeit of all clubs,
Yeah.
I would absolutely, I would cry myself to sleep knowing that I've got to play against Romelu Lukaku the next day.
Yeah, that's very true.
I'd go to sleep as early as possible, wake up, have a little think about what's going on in my life, and then probably cry a bit more because
Yeah.
I know that Romelu Lukaku is going to come and bully me today.
It is a big worry for Arsenal. They lost to Brentford 1-0, and it's not a good start for them. And
2-0, mate.
Pardon?
2-0.
Oh yeah, God, 2-0, sorry. Lost to Brentford 2-0 at the start of the season, an upcoming team. They're supposed to be a Big Six club.
Hey.
That cannot be happening. This is our chance to, put last season behind us, losing to Arsenal twice in one season. And really, really get the upper hand this season. Beat them twice this season. Romelu Lukaku racking up the goals. And it's going to be a struggle for Arsenal, I think,
Hopefully.
because they are not looking the best.
Yeah, I mean, as Arsenal, it's not, I wouldn't, it's just a bit here, there and everywhere, Arsenal, aren't they? Apparently this new Donny they've signed, Albert Sambi Lokonga,
Yeah.
he looks alright. Let's have a little look at his stat. Belgium, 21 years old,
Yeah.
right-footed centre mid.
Yeah.
He does look alright, to be fair.
Yeah.
Well, this is according to SofaScore, so they're on a little bit. But yeah, I don't think that's going to be enough to one decent player.
Yeah.
For you, when you look at this Arsenal team, who does anyone, or who, if anyone,
Stands out.
who's going to be, does anyone scare you, basically?
No one scares me, to be honest. All the commentators, all the fans, wait for Aubameyang and wait for Lacazette to come back. Lacazette, good on his day. Aubameyang, great on his day, right? But they haven't performed for a whole season. Maybe this season they'll come. Maybe this season they won't. We haven't seen them yet. So those two players don't worry me. I would say Smith Rowe, he's a good young player, not as good as anyone like Mason Mount, Foden, but he seems to pick up the tempo in the Arsenal team. And I think that's the main guy that we're going to have to focus on if he starts.
I think, you said Emile Smith-Rowe, right?
Yeah.
I think he's alright. I think he's got a little bit of quality about him. He's alright.
Definitely.
But I think that it's just Arsenal, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just Arsenal. I can't look because I just know if I comment too much about this, it's gonna come back and bite me in the bum.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not worried about this game.
No.
But then equally, I'm not going, it's going to be an absolute walkover. It's going to be 7-0 to Chelsea and we're going to win the league.
I think it could be a tight game, not like Chelsea Man City tight game. I'm maybe a 2-0 win, but not as easy as maybe the goals were against Crystal Palace. I think we're going to have to work a lot harder. But is Lukaku playing? Because obviously he was
game.
out
Yeah,
Crystal Palace because of quarantine.
He finishes quarantine on Monday.
Oh,
so he'll have
perfect.
a week to train with the boys.
With the boys.
He'll have a week to train. That's plenty of time. If Thomas Tuchel can win a game after training with the boys in 2 days, then Lukaku, I'm expecting a hat-trick, lad. I'm not going to lie to you, mate. But yeah, I think Lukaku's going to be key in this game.
Yep. And I hope he is key because I've got him in my FBL.
So have I,
Fantasy
mate.
Premier League. He's captained and...
Is he captained?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bold. That is bold.
Yeah, it's bold. I could easily captain Salah or Bruno Fernandes, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go with our heart and soul. Romelu is going to come out with a hat-trick against Arsenal. Arsenal fans cry their eyes out. We take the victory. Any key players for you to start apart from Lukaku, because obviously he's the main one.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
I think that Mount and Havertz have, for me, Lukaku Mount is the first name on the team sheet.
Yeah.
Week in, week out, every single damn time. Then I think it should be Lukaku.
Yeah.
And then Havertz.
Yeah.
I think if you keep those 3 players
Yeah.
in the squad, you're gonna have no problems this season.
No
You're scoring
Kante?
30 goals. Huh?
No Kante.
No. Yeah, no, Kante, yeah. But he's got a little bit of a knock at the minute, so
Yeah.
I can't.
Okay.
Well, no, actually, that's an excuse. I forgot about him, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
So, Kante is probably like number 4 on the list.
Yeah. Okay.
Because we've got others. We've got Jorginho, we've got Kovacic.
Kovacic. Yeah.
But, yeah. I'm looking forward to this. I'm not going to lie.
I think it's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be again nice to see. I've already seen it, but it's another chance for us to get another 3 points on the board. I say it every week.
Yeah.
Every game we play doesn't get old, you know. Every game we've got to take it how it comes. Arsenal, Leeds, Southampton, whoever, we've got to come out and play strong. No matter who we're playing, how we're playing, it's got to be tip-top football, and we've got to get goals and try not to concede goals. As simple as I'll put it out as simple as I could.
Pretty much fair enough.
Are we going? Well, to be fair, I don't know what. Played the same old formation,
3 back.
which was the 3 at the back. As we've seen the whole of last season, apart from 1 or 2 games. Are we going to see a change of formation from Tuchel since we lost to Arsenal twice last season?
No, not a chance, mate. And I'll tell you why. Because Arsenal. I was scrolling through some articles about Chelsea the other day, and I stumbled across one about every time that we've played a 3 back.
Yeah.
Which is every single game under Tuchel. Every time that we've played a 3 back, the other team that have played a 3 back have won or drawn.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think for me, if Arsenal decides to play, because the way a 3 back works is it creates defensive solidarity, while also overlapping
and creating space.
On fullbacks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So for me, if Arsenal decide if they are competent enough to put out a 3 back, which I don't think they will because it's Arsenal. I think that maybe it might be a closer game than we think.
Yeah.
We could all be wrong and Arsenal win 3-0, but I can't see that happening personally.
I feel like it's going to be a hit and miss, personally. We're either going to, beat them 2-0, maybe, or we're just going to lose 2-1.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what it is. It's obviously, it's a big rivalry, and I don't know whether it's pressure or it's just getting ourselves together, but we've got to sort it out, and it can't repeat itself this season with 2 games lost to Arsenal.
Yeah, I think there's 2 things that give me confidence going into this game. Arsenal's team is
Poor.
Yeah,
It's awful.
Yeah, that as well. What I was going to say, Arsenal's team is very inexperienced. The first 11 average squad age is 24.6 years old.
Yeah.
That's quite young, all things considered.
Yeah.
And the second thing that gives me confidence is no Aubameyang, no Lacazette.
No Lacazette. Yeah.
So you don't have someone who you can trust to put the ball in the back of the net. For me, that's pretty crucial.
Yeah.
It just stops. It creates a lack of confidence among players and staff.
Yeah. I think I really have full confidence. I have full confidence for many things this season. Full confidence for winning the league. Full confidence for winning a high percentage of these matches. And it's a really high point in Chelsea's Chelsea football history. And we're just playing brilliantly. And I seriously don't think Arsenal are the people to stop us.
Neither do I. But someone's got to play devil's advocate here,
Yeah.
and that's going to be me.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe not. But we'll see.
Yeah,
we will see.
shall.
Only time will tell.
Exactly. Anything you want to add before we go on to scorelines?
Nah.
Is Thiago Silva going to play? Are we going to see?
Yeah. Thiago Silva's going to play, and Chabala is going to play as well.
Really?
Yeah. Chabala's going to play.
I think it's going to be Christensen, Chalobah, Thiago.
That's not a bad show.
I think we're going to see Chilwell this game, personally.
Do you reckon?
Reece James, then is Kante going to play?
No, he won't be fit enough.
Okay. Jorginho, Kovacic. I would have said Billy Gilmore, but unfortunately he's on loan to Norwich. Sad times.
Played quite well.
But to be fair, it's really good for him to go on loan. He's going to come back.
It's a good deal for both clubs, though, isn't it?
It is really good.
Billy Gilmore is going to get Prem minutes, consistent,
Yeah.
nearly playing every game.
Yeah, exactly.
And Norwich are getting an all-right player for free.
Yeah. What more could you ask for? We're going to get him back. He's going to have loads more experience than when he left.
Yeah.
And we'll have more confidence to start him in upper games for next season.
Yeah, and to be honest, Gilmore's not going to be pissed off because he knows that if Norwich get relegated, he's straight back up to Chelsea.
Exactly.
It's no problem.
Yeah.
It's a win-win for everyone.
Yeah.
For everyone.
So I think Jorginho, Kovacic.
Yeah, probably.
Then Mount, Havertz and Lukaku. That would be the dream.
Oh, what a front
dream.
three. My goodness me.
That would be. I think that's the best front three we have ever had in history of Chelsea. Maybe.
Hazard,
Didier
Costa,
Drogba.
Willian is not bad.
That was very good. No, but I don't think Willian's a Mount or a Havertz. Personally.
No. Willian hasn't got the quality that Mount
No.
or Havertz possess.
And I think Lukaku's better than Costa.
By a country mile, easy.
So this is our chance to make history, boys. Moving on to scoreline, shall we?
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I said 4-0 last week, and I wasn't too far off.
No, you dropped down to 3-0 and you got it right.
Oh, I'll take that.
Class.
That's a small W right here.
Class.
What do you mean pass?
No, I said class.
Oh yeah,
Class.
that's what I am. That's my middle name, mate. Class. I think that it's going to be a very modest, very standard. But when something on paper it looks a bit, but in game this is going to be.
Yeah.
But it's only going to be 2-0.
Yeah, I was going to say 2-0 as well.
We can agree.
We can agree. Shake on that.
Yeah.
Let's go to...
Who are you going to score?
I'm going to go with Romelu Lukaku for 2.
Oh, that is bold, lad.
I seriously think he's just going to be in the perfect position. Always,
He's so intelligent. He's such an intelligent footballer. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's a true professional.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm going to say Lukaku's going to score 1 on his Premier League debut,
No.
is it?
Well, Chelsea debut.
Is that... no, it's not.
Oh, no, it's not. Gee, I forgot about that.
Debut times 2.
Yeah.
Debut times 2. Redemption day, that's what I'm going to call it. On his redemption day, he's going to score 1 goal. And Arsenal are going to score an own goal.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Callum Chambers, the right back, he's going to knock in an own goal.
That and you were saying two goals for Lukaku was bold.
Yeah.
You're trying to guess an own goal.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Any
Right.
day, lads. Trust me. Clip that, yeah? Come back when... I really hope I'm wrong and Lukaku scores like 7 goals.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen, but
No.
you never bloody know, do you?
That is the score line. I think that's rather...
That's pretty modest.
Yeah.
We could have just gone and said, oh yeah, it's going to be 5-0.
Yeah.
It's biased though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Proper racist.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Would you like to wrap it up there, or you've got anything else?
No, I'm all good.
Pop into the
You
cage.
can wrap us up, mate.
Thank you for watching the podcast. It's been a good one. Shirts behind us. Don't know if you noted. Looking very fancy. You know, got some lovely kits, iconic players.
Yeah.
But I hope you did enjoy today's podcast because we did enjoy. Make sure you go down
Waffling
into the
about some
description,
stuff.
click all the links, Spotify, TikTok, and Instagram. You already know them. Make sure to go check them out and hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And we shall see you, God knows when. We're going to get loads of videos out, so whenever.
Yeah, pretty much soon.
Adios.
Chu papi muñeña.